So we have the body done, so now we need to do the face. Well, not done, but we have a base of the body done. So now we need to do the face. Yeah, so here we go. Now we're going to kind of do this sort of generic-y, but the idea is this. You want the topology, the way that the grid flows. You can see how, like, you can clearly see these lines are flowing across the surface like so, which is good to support the shape of just a general circle. You can see how, like, these go across this way, right? Runs contour and cross contour around the form. You want the topology on the face to actually follow the forms of the face. So in this case, we want there to be an edge loop that's a circle to represent the mouth, and we want one that's a circle to represent the eyes, and maybe something to kind of represent the nose. All right, so that's the idea behind it. So yeah, that's what we got to do. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm looking at this here, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the eyes be here. I'm going to squeeze these two edges, this one and this area, to make where the nose would come out, and then the eyes will be from there. Okay, so looking at your front view, what I want to do is take this one, and this one, this one, and this one. Okay, oops. So hold shift, this one, and this one. You know, we'll do it from the front. Basically, this, and this. Okay, so it's kind of the frontish. Now, what I want you to do is, if you can kind of see, I want to hit R for scale, and I'm going to switch to the front view here. And I'm just going to scale it in roughly to where the bridge of the nose would be. Okay. Oops. Alright, so that's pretty rough. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so the next one's out. And I'm going to scale this with, so I'm scaling this in like this, roughly to the middle of the eye. So this would be kind of the center of the eye. So a little bit farther, right about there. Okay? So it's going to look a little bit like that. Now after I get done with that, I'm also going to take it, I'm going to hit the W for move tool, and I'm going to pull it forward. Okay? So it looks kind of like that. That's very adequate. And then next, I'm going to grab the next three here. And then we're going to take this and hang on. Alright, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to scale this one in to the outside of the eyes. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this in and right to there. So see how like this edge loop is on the outside? That's basically what we're looking for. But you can see it's kind of, yeah. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to pull it forward a little bit too. So more or less, it looks a little like this, which is a little wonk, but it should, for the most part, work. Okay. So the most important form on the face are the eyes. It's the first thing people look at. It's got the most detail. It does all of the acting. Are your eyes. Okay. So what I'm going to do now that I kind of got that roughly in play here. Obviously this is a little rough out here. We're going to go ahead, I'm going to right click, drag down to face, and let me see, we are going to grab this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Is that what I want? Let me see. I don't really want all of those. So we're just going to grab, I just want 4 on each side. So we're going to grab these 4 and these 4. Okay, like that. That's pretty fabulous. And do I have something else selected? Why is it? Okay, make sure you only have those selected. I somehow had something else selected. Okay, so I'm going to grab those. And that looks pretty adequate. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit Control E for extrude, or you hit this building and sidewalk, or you go to edit. Where are you? It was under edit mesh. Oh, extrude. Okay. Hit extrude. And I'm not going to switch to any other tool. I want to scale it in individually here. So I'm going to click this little, just one of these little cubes, any one of them. Click one, and then I'll have the center one. I'm going to click this and drag it in like so. All right, and that will eventually be my eye hole. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit delete. Okay, so there's my eye holes. But what you'll notice is that this edge loop, if I were to insert an edge loop, which we will momentarily, now flows around the eye, which is what we were looking for. Okay, so that's good. Now let's go ahead and we're just doing kind of a basic structure. So now I need to do a mouth. So I'm gonna look down here at the mouth, and it should be right after the nose. So I'm gonna right click, go to face, and I'm gonna go here to 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 here. So we'll say we'll grab those 8. All right, that should be. Let me just see what that looks like here. Yeah, we'll say those 8, and I'm gonna hit Control E. I'm gonna click this little thing here, any one of these little squares, and then grab this one, and we're gonna go like that. And then what I'm gonna do is afterwards hit. Did I grab something extra? Why is it? Oh, see, I had a little extra something something right there. See, you gotta be careful that you don't accidentally grab too much. Okay, so Control E, hit this little cube, scale in as far as you kind of can, and then afterwards I'm gonna hit R for scale, and I'm gonna kind of scale in, and you can see it's got a bit of an overbite, so I'm gonna scale this way too. All right, so basically I have like a little hole, and I'll hit delete. Okay, so now there's my mouth. All right, so like I said, we're just doing a real basic structure. He looks kind of like a scary turtle. If I hit 3 real quick to see a preview of subdivision surface, you'll see that. So I'll hit back to 1 just so I don't see that again. And now what we're going to do is just do the nose and brow area. So I'm going to right click, drag down to face, click here, 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 here. And let's see. We will here and here, here and here. Okay, so we're gonna grab like that, and then what we're gonna do is hit Control E to extrude, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this blue arrow to pull it out a little bit. Okay, so what this is gonna do is it's gonna give me my brow and also kind of my nose. All right. So it looks like we're some sort of like Roman helmet thing or something, but you get the idea. Okay, so I'm just going to click off, just click anywhere over here. And now what I need to do is merge these two. So I'm going to right click, go up to edge, because I want this to not be here, because that's kind of abrupt. So I'm going to go right click, drag up to edge. I'm going to use target weld. So target weld we've been using on vertices. You can use it on edges as well. So I'm going to click from this edge and drag to this one, and it's going to snap down and merge those. Same thing here. I'm going to click and drag down. Boom. All right. Beauteous. Now, I am also going to do it over here. I'm going to click and drag to here. And I'm going to go from here, click and drag to here. Okay. So now we have sort of a brow, but it bleeds into our guy. And so just so you get kind of an idea, this is sort of what we're looking at. It's pretty bad. Okay, so that's a thing. All right, but we have the basic edges and stuff that we need to form a hopefully at some point not terrible head. Okay, that's the goal. Okay, now yeah. So now what it's going to be is a lot of moving of things. Okay, so I'm going to right click, go to edge. I'm going to double click this edge loop. Okay. I'm going to unselect. To unselect, you hold Control and click, or you can click and drag. It will only ever unselect. See how my cursor turns to a minus? And I'm unselect this one, and I'm going to hit W for the move tool, and I'm going to take this and move it up and kind of over. So you can see that way it just kind of blends off. And then what I'm going to do is take this and this and this and this, and I'll kind of pull this up. Okay, so it makes it a little bit more shallow. And I'm going to take the faces here, face here. I'm going to pull this out, and we'll rotate it this, oops, we'll rotate it this way as well. Alright, to give kind of a rough nose shape kind of thing. Alright, now, this is going to take a little bit of time, so I'm going to do this real quick, but basically what I'm going to do is using my dude as a guide, or you can do your own design. I'm just going to right click, go to vertice, and I'm going to try and just move these vertices around to make it, maybe I'll just do it right here, to make it not look so crappy. One of the things I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to select the model, and I'm going to switch to the modeling toolkit here, which is this little hammer and block here. It looks like Minecraft or something. And I'm going to turn on symmetry to object X. That way what I do to one side, it will do to the other. Okay, so we only have to worry about the one side. So I'm gonna double click here, take this eye, and I'm gonna hold B, click and drag for soft select. And I'm gonna move this down like this to get it roughly where the eye should be. And then I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna hit B to turn soft select back off, and I'm gonna put this down here. I'm gonna take this vertice, move it here. I'm gonna take this one, put, oh, not there, this one, put this where the edge of the eye is. I'm going to take this and put this to this part of the eye, and take this and put this to this part of the eye, take this and put this part of the eye. So you can see I'm basically trying to follow that shape of the eye so it doesn't look quite so weird and creepy. Now what I'm going to do is I'll take this and I'll move this kind of out and over. I'm going to take this part of the nose and I'm going to move it kind of in, and take this and move it kind of in. His nose was kind of pointy, so I'm going to take this and kind of push this back, take this and kind of push this back. We'll take this and pull it kind of down and over. We'll take this part, and actually I'm going to go to face, grab both of these and see, see, kind of squish, yeah, I'm going to squish that in. Okay, and then I'm going to take this vertice and move that down and over like that. It makes it a little bit better, and pull this like that. And just kind of generally, I'm just trying to move these verts and things around so it doesn't look quite as terrible. Okay, I'm going to take this and kind of pull this way. So I'm going to look at his mouth now, and we'll just do a rough, let me look at his, I'm going to scale this out a little bit so it matches his nose a touch better. So I'm going to look at his mouth. I'm going to double click this edge loop. So just double click the edge loop around the mouth. So I just right click, drag up the edge, double click on the edge loop, and you can see it's kind of down here. So I'm going to hold B for soft select and drag across, W, and I'm going to move it kind of down, and then I'm going to hit R for scale. And I need to scale it more flat, and I need to scale it in considerably, which is kind of a problem. So what it's doing is it's doing it based on symmetry. So I actually got to turn this off for a second. Double click on it again, and now scale it inwards. That's better. Okay. And then I'll put symmetry back on. Object X. Okay. It's a little bit better. Let me switch to a side view. I haven't been using this at all. You can see that's clearly a problem. So I got B for soft select. I'm going to drag this up. W, and I'm going to pull this down like that. I'm going to lower my soft select. So I hold B down and click and drag. And then I'm going to pull this kind of up where it needs to be. I'm going to go to vertices. I got this guy. I'm going to B soft select, drag it up, and pull it down roughly to where the chin needs to be. And I'm just trying to, as roughly as I can, get this to kind of follow the, so I'm turning B soft select down a little bit. Try to get it to follow the shape of this guy. Okay, so, and then, so, getting a little bit closer, as you can see. So, one more thing I'm going to do is, I'm not a huge fan of the way this geometry looks right here, so I'm going to use this multi-cut tool, and I'm going to click from here, and I'm going to click all the way to here. It's going to draw a straight line down, and hit enter. You might need to do that on both sides, yeah. From here, straight down to here, and hit enter. Now I have more geometry to work with, okay? So that is a start on the face. It's a little bit cumbersome, and we will continue the head on the next video.